Guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, let's do a midweek Celtic Cross. We're going to use the Rider-Waite. I was just sitting there thinking I wasn't going to be using these, but we are. Okay. Someone's coming in from out of the cold. Oh, they're thinking about it. It was the Five of Pentacles. But I feel tongue-tied. Okay, let's get these words out. Let's get the cards out first. The situation is the King of Wands. I said he was thinking about it. Thinking about coming out of the cold. The lizards like the sun. I don't know why I'm saying that. But I have this vision of lizards coming out of the shade into the sun shine. And it's just... lizard. Okay, let's have a look at any blocks then. We've got a divine masculine energy here who is contemplating all the abundance that's before him if he wishes to step into the light. So we have the universe here who is offering this coin to the divine masculine, which he's looking at. But that's the block. Coming out of the cold, but I believe that this here, like kind of going through this archway here, is heading towards the promised land. And I feel here as if he needs more certainty of it being like a done deal. It feels like there has to be a fail-safe here to come out of the cold into the light. So the block is accepting the abundance. I feel a bit cold and shaky again today. Well, until then. Okay, let's have a look at what's gone on in the past then. Communication. I feel this is touching in because there's no people in this card. Well, there's a hand in this card. But communication from divine. We were picking up on this yesterday. Something's in the air. Signs, synchronizations, communication getting through. This is what's kind of gone on. And I want to say all around the divine masculine. Okay, I'm going to show you this. You can see. So he's looking at, this is a past energy. All the signs, synchronizations that seem to be maybe attacking him. And it's all to do with this promise. Okay. So let's have a look at the current energy. This has all happened a bit quickly as well. But these rods are about to, or wands, are about to land. So this has been flying around maybe. I say that it's happened quite quickly, but it feels like there's been a bombardment. And then I feel like we're at this stage where the divine masculine needs to make a decision on what he's going to do. Does he have enough confirmation that he was seeking? Because it seems that signs, synchronizations, messages from your ancestors, your spirit guides, your spirit animals, telepathy, is all hitting the divine masculine, and he's sitting there just. Okay, so let's look at the current energy. Needs to be addressed. So this is definitely a tower moment for the divine masculine where it's, okay, you can't, you can't keep refusing to see the signs. So the current energy is a tower. The divine has massively stepped in and says this needs to be addressed now. It's in the now position. Let's have a look at the future energy. Oh, this card feels really heavy. It feels like there's two there and there's not. the Divine Masculine claiming his worth. It's going for it. But he needs to leave. He needs to leave the circus. Regardless on whether or not he's been spotted, because there's some shadows in the background here. They're calling out the alert. They can see that he's off. And it's like I feel that they're maybe telltaling. But regardless, he's off. Let's look at this last one. The spiritual union with the Divine Feminine. And there's nothing that's stopping him. I did wonder what he was looking at, because it felt like he was off. And then it's, okay, but they're kind of facing, they're coming towards one another, but he's like looking over. He's back there, so I feel that he's off for to claim his recognition, to step into the light now. And what he was actually looking at was the union with the Divine Feminine. Starship. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. That energy. Okay. Let's look at what's going on behind the scenes. What Divine has its hands on. The Moon card, but it's in reverse. Coming into the light, this is the card of secrets. Fear. This is about not being afraid. Okay. The Moon here is about having honest discussions. It's the card of intuition. It's most definitely the feminine energy here. But what shouted out straight away was, with it coming in reverse, is it's coming into the light now. Anything that was hidden, any hidden secrets are coming to light. This is about a clean slate, where it's kind of like that clean slate where from this moment forward, you're just going to be authentic. No more secrets. No more hiding. No more fear. Okay. That's the shadow side. The Moon. Let's have a look at how the Divine Masculine is viewing himself. He's planning. It's time to get moving. He's got the world in his hand. So it's like the Divine Masculine is up. This is about wanting somebody to share your life with, to share your world with. The Two of Wands with the Two of Cups. It's like two passionate beings exchanging their love and ideas and inspiration. So here I feel the Divine Masculine very much knows where he's going, what he's doing, and what this means to him. And it means the world. That nothing's going to stop him. Okay, let's have a look at how this is affecting others, or how others are viewing the Divine Masculine. Let's see what wants to come out. He's certain. There's this feeling of he's not going to let this go. It's like he's holding this very close to his chest. He's put his foot down, both of them, and he's feeling quite balanced. But he's certain. Reminds me of the yin-yang there with his arm. He was yin-yanging yesterday. He looks hopelessly devoted to you. Look at his face. He's unbudgeable. He's content where he is and what his plans are. He's content now. He's away from both cities, if you want to call them that. Don't know why I said that. Okay. Let's have a look at any hopes or fears. I just have a tickle. A tickle. He just looks here as if he's on his own path, in his own little world, thinking about his future kingdom. But it feels like that will be discussed later. First of all, it's the exchange of love here. It's the truth that needs to be spoken. Any hopes or fears? Not really. The Divine Masculine's got his head down. Again, he's kind of working away from home, so keeping things close to his chest. He has ideas and plans. Hopes or fears? Whether or not he's done enough, but I don't think that matters. He's going to the Divine Feminine. It's like nothing's going to stop him. He has 5 Pentacles hung up. I saw the 5 of Pentacles when I first started to shuffle. And now he's working on 1. I feel like there's, this is how I'm viewing this card, because he can't really hang any of these Pentacles up. So he has the 5. I feel that's going through the transition, but he seems to have 3 here. And I felt like this is kind of like the Divine Feminine, but she's not part of this. She's not really nailed to this post. We have the Masculine here. I feel this is him working on his own, okay, security. And then this one here, they're going to work together on. Because I felt that here, I said he's away from, I don't know, there's 2 towns, 2 cities, 2 kingdoms. Maybe that pentacle on his head is his one that he's working on, and the one round his heart is the Divine Feminine's one. Then they have ideas. It's combining those kind of her pentacles with his pentacle at the bottom here to build firm foundations. That's just how I'm reading the card today. So the cards, we're going to go with it. Okay. I don't think that really matters at the moment. There will be ideas. But this feels about combining ideas. Let's look at the outcome. Wow, the infinity symbol kept coming up in yesterday's reading. Choppy times behind. On this clear path here, you can see the path. Very much looks like where the Divine Masculine is sitting at the moment, although his wand, I've never noticed before, is on the sand. If you want to call it the sand. It's like but we're back here with the infinity symbol. They're finding the balance between the connection. So it looks like things are maybe still quite choppy in the background, but the Divine Masculine here he's determined to find balance here within this connection. It's like he's prepared to leave the past behind for the infinite potential that lays before him. First of all, I came up with like he wanted, you know, some more confirmation. And he's looking at all these signs here. Okay, let's clarify. I want to clarify with the Psychic Tarot. Should we have a look at the bottom of the deck? The Divine Feminine. It's like he's going to make his claim now. Okay, so the underlying energy is the Divine Feminine. What's the card that wants to show itself? The Six of Swords, moving on. He's in his boat. It's like he wants to come and just take the Divine Feminine to safety. Okay. To calmer waters, leaving those He's kind of wading through the, there's a little bit of a current, not too much. So we have the Divine Feminine here, and the Divine Masculine, I want to say, making his way towards her. Let's pull some Psychic Tarot. I think that card wants to be seen, shown, known. Love begins. Look at those two hands here. This is the Ace of Cups. Those two hands coming together. It's like to create their own unique flame. You've got the rainbow over both of them. And especially seeing as they're kind of coming from both sides of the stream, the current. They're coming together here. Uniting. Love begins. Okay, let's pop that back in. Material Harvest, which is the Divine Feminine's card, the Nine of Pentacles. But on this card, has the Divine Masculine with what he has to offer. The Divine Feminine. Again, you've got the kind of two pillars in the background here. So very much about coming together here, bringing this connection together. Okay, I'm using these. Let's clarify this King of Wands. I'm going to read these. I just think it'll be fun. I just think it's going to come in marvellously. Let's see what the cards want to say. Trapped in fear. So we have the King of Wands here. Afraid to come out of the dark into the light. It's like he's a little lizard. He's trapped in fear. I said he was looking at all the bombardment of messages coming in. Looks like here he's trapped in his own kind of prison. Okay. Let's have a look. Card number 8. It's that infinity number. Trapped in fear. The 8 of Swords. Where are you in here? There you are. I feel like I want him to actually have a look at what's going on. So this card reveals that it's actually your own fear that has you immobilised and trapped, preventing you from making decisions or choices. You are the one who's holding yourself prisoner or hostage. And in order to continue your journey, you must first face your fears so that new people and conditions can manifest. Many individuals choose to stay in this place because they can't see the road ahead. They feel a misguided sense of safety there, or they're afraid of starting something new. But staying will only add to your levels of stress and anxiety and create adverse effects in your physical body. Seek out wise counsel for assistance, but you don't have to do this alone. Did I say, but you don't have to do this alone? Okay, it just says, seek out wise counsel for assistance. You don't have to do this alone, but know that you possess all of the tools that you need to free yourself. You're forgetting how strong you really are. This period will end when you use your mind to cut through the limitations caused by your emotions. Okay, so seek out wise counsel for assistance. And then we have, obviously, the Divine Masculine here is looking at all this communication that's coming in, this advice. Not necessarily from a human being. It seems to be coming from the spiritual realms. Anyway, the block is this connection, okay, the promise. It felt like he needed more confirmation. He's very much scared to kind of come into the light and to claim his worth and his Divine Feminine. So let's have a look at the Ace of Pentacles. Balance. Okay. In this deck, it's the Justice card. Okay, so let's read this. divine justice is being served. It's the 11 card, so half of the 1111. That number's been coming up. I noticed on the comments yesterday some lovely comments. I haven't kind of liked them, but I have read them. And you were mentioning like 1111, and I want to give Renee a shout out. Thank you for your energy donation of 1111. So yeah, this number, okay, we're starting to resonate with the 1111 and maybe see that as one of those signs. Okay, let me just read this though. So the balance card represents the need for balance and harmony with your inner life, as well as with what's surrounding you in the physical world. This denotes that some lifestyle adjustments are required at this time. It could be associated with love, relationships, business, or even your career. All of it. This is a complete reinvention. Okay. The balance card is also being shown to you to make you realise that what you perceive to be happening around you is really an externalisation of an inner process or conflict that you may be currently experiencing. This card will often appear if you work in the legal field or when you're involved in law-related matters. Have faith that justice will triumph, as justice and karma go hand in hand. Take only what you've earned. Treat people fairly and don't take advantage of anyone. This is all part of living a balanced karmic life. When determining something, there must be a state of balance, emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually, so that you can make rational decisions and logical judgments. This is a time to be honest and caring and responsible for the choices that you've made, as well as the ones that will be made in the future. Okay, the traditional tarot archetype is justice. Take what is rightfully yours. Okay. So now we have the Eight of Wands, which I felt was this communication that's coming in from the divine, bombarding the divine masculine. The base chakra. So I feel here this is the confirmation that he's seeking, the clarity, so that he can get grounded and have this state of believing in the divine with the base chakra. Okay, I'm going to read what the message is. The colour is red, the sound is lamb, the element is earth, the gland is adrenal, and the keywords I have. I have the potential. Okay, so known as the bait or the bait. Known as the bait. It's like divine has been the bait to like lead the divine masculine. They've kind of been, okay. Drawing him in. It's like tempting him. Okay, let's actually read what the card wants to say though. Known as the base or the root chakra, this energy centre is situated at the base of the spine and is most closely related to all of your earthly issues, such as survival, the physical body, issues of money, subsistence, safety and shelter. To balance this chakra, practicing yoga can be extremely beneficial. Dancing or light physical exercise will also help keep the energy flowing and harmonious. Honouring your body and taking care of it on the outside will bring you well-being on the inside. It works both ways. We was picking up on how the divine masculine's been working on his health. I feel here as if divine's been shaking the divine masculine up. Okay. Maybe following all these sign synchronizations to get him moving. Anyway, the tower's here. This needs to be addressed. So let's have a look. The Three of Pentacles, it says recognition and reward. Hope, or your dreams coming true. And then we have mental conflict, which seems to be stopping all this, but it looks like the Divine Masculine's very much in his head, or Divine is in the Divine Masculine's head here. So what I'm going to do first is, we're going to see what Divine is saying to the Divine Masculine here. We'll read the mental conflict first, and we'll come back to this recognition and reward and the hope card, because the next card is the what I would call being recognised and rewarded, the Six of Wands. Victory card. So let's have a look and see what this mental conflict is going on with the Divine Masculine. What's going on in his head? What's Divine planting there? That's what I feel. I said about bait. Okay, this card deals with the inability to move forward. So this is what Divine's dealing with when it comes to the Divine Masculine. Their inability to move forward. So this card deals with the inability to move forward as self-doubt emerges from indecisiveness, or not being able to take action with a person, group, or even a situation in your present life. It may not be an easy decision, but you're already aware of this. Just remember that you have the strength, courage and power to make all the necessary considerations. When you decide to act and finally make the choices that need to be made, then and only then will a resolution be forthcoming, and with it, a sense of mental relief. There's assistance out there for you, so seek out and listen to wise counsel to help you make the right decision, or the right decisions. Listen to your intuition and have faith in yourself. Peace and harmony will soon be yours. Okay, so let's go on to these more positive cards. The Three of Pentacles. I'm not going to hold the Tower out. I'm just going to hold up this card. A reward for a job well done is what this card represents. It's time for recognition for a completed project. Hard work, skill, expertise and craftsmanship. These abilities are now being honoured, but don't forget to also pay homage to yourself. Pat yourself on the back. You deserve it. Most definitely, very challenging times here for the Divine Masculine. So this card also comes forth to represent a family or a group of people coming together, all of whom are aiming and striving towards a common goal. Accept the help that's being offered. More possibilities are in the works, so be sure to lay a solid foundation from your past achievements. There's that solid foundation now, and that's the past kind of position. So more possibilities are in the works, so be sure to lay a solid foundation from your past achievements, and this will help you be ready for the next opportunity. In addition, this card is a reminder to take care of your physical body. After all, it's what carries your soul around in this material world. Okay. Let's have a look at the Hope card, which is the Star card. I feel very congested. Okay. Let's read this Hope card. This is a card that focuses on the qualities of hope, faith, healing, aspiration, success, and finally, enlightenment. And you can see the little figure there in the middle. When this card appears, know that a special wish you've made may be fulfilled in time. The Hope card will help show you that the impossible can indeed become possible. The force that works through your soul determine what's possible and the difference between success over failure, and above all, who we are, is the power of your belief. This card serves as a reminder to use your natural ability of intuition, the language of the soul, as you reach for your goals and desires. The future can be yours when you have hope and trust in everything you do. Soon others will be attracted and drawn to your inner light. Learn to share your experiences and lessons, for those around you will also realise that by having faith and pushing forward where one may have felt no hope at all is the key to success. Above all, maintaining a positive attitude starting right now, this very minute, that's what it says, will allow your soul to soar. You'll discover an opportunity to shine as you reach for the stars. Traditional tarot archetype, the star. S Club 7 was coming in. Reach up for the stars. Climb every mountain high. Reach for the stars. Okay, enough. Well, not enough. It's about that rainbow shining over you. We saw it somewhere, the rainbow. Okay, I'm sure we saw the rainbow. Did we see a rainbow? Oh, I think it was on Love Begins. Okay. Oh, I love how I said here, you know, kind of from this moment forward, you know, being authentic, I won't have the fear, and I won't be scared anymore. And it said here, above all, maintaining a positive attitude starting right now, this very minute, will allow your soul to soar. You'll discover an opportunity to shine as you reach for the stars. That's beautiful. Okay, let's have a look at what's going on in the future position. We have the worthiness coming in, or really the divine masculine understanding and recognising his own worth, and he's going for it. He really is leaving no matter what, whether he gets caught or if people are like speaking behind his back, he doesn't care anymore. He's off to the Two of Cups. So that moment of enlightenment, it spoke about there finally with the aspirations, and it's then finally enlightenment. So let's get a card for these three. Accelerated motion. It's card number 8 again. It's like this is going to come in quickly. It said make a wish card, okay, when your dreams do come true. And in it comes for the divine feminine. She's the one here kind of like wishing on a star, and it's delivered out of nowhere. Accelerated motion. It's this card. So it's like all the signs and synchronicities have just led the two of them together, back together. Okay. So this is with the future. What's going on behind the scenes? A clean slate. Doing things differently. The authentic way. Seeing the light. That's great. As I said, that was a shadow. The moon. Seeing the light now. It's a sun card. It's like the moon here coming out of the sun, isn't it? Just seeing the light. Okay, that's awesome. Oh, I didn't read them. Okay, I want to read them. Let's read number 8. Number 8. The 8 of Wands. Okay, so we know that we're looking at the masculine here, coming towards union. And we have this card represents speed, flight, swift movement, hope, passion, and above all, endings to delays. The conditions around you are perfect and appear to be rapidly heading in the direction of your goals and desires. Luck is on your side, and your enthusiasm is at an all-time high. Brace yourself as you finally witness the manifestation of what you've worked for and visualized. This is a call for intuitive. This is a call for intuitive, but you should also ask yourself, is there anything else in my life that I need to act on now? Be wise and take advantage of these ideal conditions. Now isn't the time for you to fight against the river of life. Trust, have faith, and go with the flow. This strong current is taking you to a positive outcome and future. Spoke about the current when he was in his boat, bottom of the deck, wasn't it? I said that's just a little current here. There's the Ace of Swords there for the resurrection. Okay, awesome card to get. Let's have a look at this light card. This card reassures you that this is your time to be in the light. No matter what's happening around you, prosperity and bliss are promised. This masculine here is asking for confirmation. I'm reading from the book. I've said what I've needed to say, but I'm reading from the book now, so you've got it from both sides, mine and Divine's. Okay. Let's just reread this part, because this is what's going on behind the scenes, what's kind of not, it's a position of what's kind of not known, but this needs to become known. So let's get it out. This card reassures you that this is your time to be in the light. No matter what's happening around you, prosperity and bliss are promised. The qualities of this brilliant card are pleasure, happiness, contentment, growth, success, joy, and illumination. The light always brings forth new birth, a constant renewal of life. This is one of the best, if not the most positive cards in the deck, and it's yours. This is now your moment to shine. The radiance from within will be there for all to see. As people become attracted to the rays of your spiritual light, and by being compassionate, generous, inspiring, and a leader, many will benefit as they feel the warmth emanating from you. Be discerning, but also be open to whatever or whomever you're attracting, for your rays reach far and wide. The light card reminds you that because of its power, nothing remains in the dark. Through its illumination, truths and certain paths before you begin to emerge and can be surely seen. Using the energy of positive thoughts and continually thinking about the happiest and most joyful of memories will light the path before you even more brightly and attract exactly what you're emanating. Keep on shining. Okay, the Sun card. That's awesome. I've got goosebumps. This means the world to him. That's what I'm going to say. Okay. 8 again. This is the Strength card, the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine coming together. We've got the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands. It spoke here about what's on its way, and it was like passion. It's on its way here for the masculine. So when he steps into his power. This is a pretty awesome reading, guys. As a spiritual being, you have unlimited power at your command. This card represents inner strength, willpower, courage, compassion, generosity, and love. This is how the Divine Masculine is viewing himself, how he's feeling. At any moment, these beautiful qualities can assist you in coping with an adverse condition in front of you, or the many surrounding your life. Set aside the necessary time to resolve such issues. Power represents more than physical, external strength. It can also be channeled emotionally, mentally and spiritually. When you have balance over body, mind and soul, and with the power of spirit, anything can be overcome to achieve a positive result. Power and strength can be developed to work in harmony in any given situation. Every obstacle, every error helps build your knowledge and the understanding of the world around you. When you make a mistake, it's a chance for you to stop, listen, and ask yourself, what am I supposed to be learning here, and how can I make this situation better? Mistakes are great wake-up calls in that they provide you with opportunities to discover your weaknesses, what needs to be changed, and which areas of your life need improving. Equally, they can be blessings in disguise. Just remember, you are power. Didn't really speak about the feminine's energy as normally would be spoken about within the strength card, the feminine compassion. We touched on that yesterday. But this is the divine masculine, okay? Taking back, stepping into his own power, his leadership role here. Now we have this, I can't remember what I said about this. I said quite a few things. So let's just pull a card, otherwise we're going to have another long reading. We've got the Two of Pentacles, which is what we're ending on. But you can see here it's with the infinity symbol. We've had the number 8 come out so much. Okay, let's look at movement, choices and decisions for the divine masculine. I felt he was balanced himself to be able to hold that kind of coin on his head. I felt he was yin-yanging with around his heart with this pentacle. And we spoke about building firm foundations, and it looks like, you know, he's put his foot down. He's grounded. So let's have a look at now. It's time for movement, choices and decisions. This is how others are viewing the divine masculine. Okay. This card signifies, indicates. This card indicates a time of movement. Significant changes and choices must be made. With hard work, great effort and determination, you have the ability to juggle all the demands that are in front of you, whether they concern money, business decisions or other projects. It's important to stay flexible and focused. You don't have to do it alone. Reach out for the best advice and assistance. In addition, a financial union or partnership may present itself to you. The more time you take to make these vital decisions and choices, the longer it will be before you can move towards your goals in the physical material world. The changes that are emerging aren't some random acts of coincidences. They're all part of a positive and larger scheme. Notice the connections with everything, as this will enable you to avoid future problems and conflicts. We spoke about sign synchronizations here. The divine masculine starting to put it all together, that these are not coincidences, they were meant to coincide. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. This is regarding any hopes or fears where the divine masculine has his head down. He's working on a pentacle here. He's busy. It looks like he doesn't mind putting in the work either. Rest and rejuvenate. That's great. He's busy, but he's resting and rejuvenating, which makes me feel he's busy internally. We had him in the hermit mode, like, for most of the day yesterday. Okay, he was just all over the place and seeing through the veil of illusion. And this is how quickly, you know, you can become enlightened. So we have rest and rejuvenate. Let's have a look at this. The Four of Swords. Swords are... So he's going to do what it takes. This card implies that a period of rest, meditation, rejuvenation and recuperation is in order. And we've been picking up on this health as well. But I feel as if the Divine Masculine maybe has already been pulled out to rest. He understands that this is an important part of the process. That's when you go into hermitage. But I feel here he could be coming out of the other side. He's rested and now there's movement. There's definitely movement here. So it's like he's feeling more stable and balanced within. And it spoke a few times about kind of having the mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically balanced, them areas here. So let's carry on reading. This card implies that a period of rest, meditation, rejuvenation and recuperation is in order. It usually comes forward when you're encountering or coming out of a particularly emotional or mentally taxing experience. The number 4 in numerology means foundation. So this is a time to heal, to be with your soul and to continue moving steadily forward. Allowing space just for your reflection is both needed and long overdue. Reposing and taking moments for yourself will give you the opportunity to look at a problem or situation instead of being in it. It's a chance to stand back, review your life, and see where changes can be made to create a healthier and stronger. I've missed out a line. It's a chance to stand back, view your life with clarity and renewed appreciation, and see where changes can be made to create a healthier and stronger foundation, enabling you to take your next step. Okay. Also, this working away from like home, having this time to be alone, to connect with, have time to think. So we end on this, it spoke about being able to juggle things even when they are choppy. So let's finish this off and we'll get a clarifier for this card. The Divine Masculine has his fulfillment of wishes, the 9 of Cups. He's smelling the flowers. He has a little treasure chest. I'm not sure what he's kind of standing on. So the fulfillment of wishes, the infinity symbol, limitless. Okay, the 9 of Cups. This card being one, if not the most positive, of the minor arcana cards, represents emotional satisfaction, contentment and enjoyment. Your wishes are coming true. Are you ready? Happiness, success, good health, completion and accomplishment of your dreams and goals are in the palm of your hand. This card acts as a reminder to hold on to the beneficial feelings from accepting and receiving what you have asked or strived for. Know that these will assist you in the future when you may need inspiration and positive energy. This is the right time to heal those past memories that have been holding you hostage. Forgive others and yourself so that your wishes, desires and goals have a clear, unobstructed path to your heart, soul and life. And that is a beautiful reading. Patience and planning. Okay, it's harvest time, but I'm going to read it. It's the bottom of the deck. It's the 7 of Pentacles. And we have the 9 of Pentacles, the bottom of the deck from the Rider-Waite. So, I believe that this is the underlying energy being the Divine Feminine, and then we have the 7 of Pentacles. I believe this will be a message for the Divine Feminines. Good things come to those who wait. This card signifies the qualities of patience and letting go of control. You should now pause, rest, assess and rethink what's in front of you before continuing. The number 7 physical card reminds you to reevaluate the goals that you're seeking, your finances and even your relationships. Take the time to review each area one by one, for there's no rush when you're planning for a successful future. As you pause as you pause during this period, notice what has worked well for you in the past, not what you or others believe to be true, but in actual positive experiences. While you're at this reflecting stage, you can stand back and plan how you're going to handle potentially difficult, complex decisions and situations that may arise in the future. Okay, I believe that the Divine Masculine obviously should take this advice on, but I felt it was for the Divine Feminine, and the only thing that I felt I was picking up there was the Divine Feminines being a little impatient, okay, about getting into a relationship with a masculine. And there may be suitors, and there's no need to rush in this situation when you're choosing, okay, your divine partner, because there is no rush to this. It's the path to true love, okay? So it's not about being frustrated and actually, settling as more attention is put upon the Divine Feminine. This feeling that you're running out of time. It's you don't want to be causing any future kind of upsets, especially if you found yourself to be at the Nine of Pentacles, where you're stable, secure within yourself. So there's no rush. I do want to read that part again. Good things come to those who wait. This card signifies the qualities of patience and letting go of control. Okay. It will come when the time's right. And I don't believe a Divine Feminine should be going out there chasing, okay, a Divine Masculine. Okay. It's a bit of a neediness to that, isn't there? Which we all have, but the whole point of this journey is to become whole within ourselves. Okay, to not need another person to make us happy. Because once we get to that space, it's going to be easy to share the love and happiness, because they haven't got to take care of our emotional needs like that. We're quite capable of doing it. Okay. You should now pause, rest, assess and rethink what's in front of you before continuing. Okay. It says the number 7 physical card reminds you to reevaluate the goals that you're seeking, your finances and even your relationships. Take the time to review each area one by one, for there's no rush when you're planning for a successful future. Allow it all to unfold. Okay. Postcard from Spirit. Let's see what the message is. Okay. You are beauty. There's a lot of insecurities flying around at the moment, bodily issues of how we look. Are we good enough? Are we acceptable enough? Will we be rejected because of this and that? You are beauty. It spoke here about how that beauty would just shine through. Okay? It's like these are the kind of things that we need to be dealing with, our insecurities, and not allowing them to get in the way. So, dearest you, the common sayings, be in the world but not of it, and wear the world loosely, refer to the need to be engaged with life while not being attached to specific outcomes. Do not take this world too personally, for you are one of many co-creators here to play, and we have many ideas about how all this should play out. Just know the outcomes don't matter as much as the presence you bring to each experience and how you let yourself flow through life. There's a real freedom in knowing and accepting this. So will you wear the world loosely, or will it straitjacket you? It is your choice. Whatever happens, have the courage to keep trying to live as you are meant to. And when it comes to manifesting, don't worry about the how or even the why. We have that covered. Everything is going to turn out exactly as it should. Spirit has a plan. loving you always and forever. I wrote down yesterday, let me just get my notebook. I shared a Wayne Dyer video, YouTube video, that was, got it buried, that was about don't die with your music still in you. Well, when you actually listen to it, it's really interesting. And he talks about his greatest teacher, Abraham Maslow, the two statements that he told him really to be a enlightened being is just to focus on these. And I just thought it was fantastic. So I jotted these 2 points down and I thought, well, if that's all we need to focus on, we might as well, you know, kind of cut out all the other stuff in between. And I feel this is about, you know, trying to simplify the journey and to have some focus points on just keeping yourself centered. Anyway, let me find out whereabouts I wrote them in here. I can't remember if I wrote them. Oh, I wrote them at the back. Abraham Maslow. So the first comment was, become independent upon the good opinion of other people. Okay. So that's about just not worrying about what anybody else has to say about you. You're just independent upon the good opinion of other people. You can guide yourself. Okay. And the second one was detachment from outcome. You need to just be, without there need to be, you know, some form of outcome that occurs. It will, but you need to be detached from that. Otherwise there's conditions, isn't there? Okay. Right, let me pull just a few more oracle cards and then I'm going to kind of get off. I'm not going to keep this, we've probably been on 56 minutes. It's coming up for 56 now, I believe. 56, 56. Let's get an enchanted man. Oh, we're going to get a sacred destiny card as well. When I thought of the sacred destiny card, I just thought about, what card was it where we keep seeing the autumn leaves, and I woke up just about before 4 o'clock this morning and I came downstairs. I was craving orange juice, but when I got to the fridge I had a guzzle of orange juice and I chose blueberry juice, not that that matters, but as I came down the stairs I heard someone, I believe it was a pussycat, shoot out of the door, and my 3 cats were here and they were kind of all positioned. I thought to them, are you serious? There's 1 cat and there's 3 of you, but there was like somebody in the house. But as I come down the stairs, what I saw at the bottom of the stairs, I actually, because I went back to bed, and like when I've come down again this morning, I saw it last night, but I didn't pick it up. But I went back to bed and thought about it, and this was just at the bottom of the stairs. Just this. But it was just weird that, you know, there was an intruder in the house during the night until they heard me come down. It's like catching Santa Claus. I don't know, but my cats were just... Because when I came down, they started moving. They went to eat, so it was like somebody was in their territory. Encouragement. Encouragement is the last card of this deck, so I feel this is like when Divine's really giving you that nudge. Okay, you are receiving a nudge in the right direction. This card tells you that you're being gently encouraged to step into your power, into the dream of your life. New things are out there to be explored, and the nurturing power of the universe is giving you a nudge in the right direction. You will get the help you need, and you won't be alone in your quest. Every step you take right now is supported by the wisdom of the universe. You are on the right path. Keep going. Not sure what else these readings can keep coming up with following this storyline. So let's get some angel prayers. And I'm going to end on a Mother Mary card. Okay. it's 14:14. It's not 14:14, really, in real time. I haven't put the clocks back on things that need to be put back. I just haven't. I've just left them. So it says it's 14:14, but that's a number sync, and that's all we're looking for. It's irrelevant what the actual time is. So, okay. Honour your feelings, Archangel Haniel. Thank you, Haniel, for supporting me as I honour my feelings. I just felt here this was because there's an unstoppable energy here of the divine masculines, and I believe he's just honouring his feelings now. You're allowed to be emotional, and it's completely natural to express your emotions. The angels are encouraging you to acknowledge how you feel and express that in a positive and loving way. You are a sensitive soul, and probably more sensitive at this time, but this is great. When you express your emotions, you're expressing how much you care about a situation. And when you begin to acknowledge how you feel, you come into a deeper alignment with yourself. Your sensitivity is not a curse, but a gift from God. You are being encouraged to clear your emotions out by honouring how you feel and being honest with yourself. You will then be able to express who you truly are and will come into alignment with the gifts and talents you have to share with the world. Okay, so Haniel is a goddess, an archangel of the moon. Okay. The grace of God. And she is powerful. She is a powerful angelic force that helps us access our gifts and talents. She can help us unlock our empathic and intuitive abilities too. But in order for this to happen, we have to connect with the deepest emotions we're feeling now. Let Haniel support you in this and allow her moonlit aura to help you shine with grace. That's what the moon's doing in there. Helping the sun to shine with grace. All makes sense in the end. Let's end on a Mother Mary card. Okay. It's got a bit dark in here. We need some light on the situation, please. Put them all back in. These need to calm down. Okay. I'll take that one. Our Lady of Sweet Rest. 41. I'm going to take note that it was in reverse. Our Lady of the Abundant Garden. Well, that's the Divine Feminine there. I feel in a way that this message could be regarding the Divine Feminine to kind of rest. Okay, let's read the message. 41. I might need a light on. Okay. I'm not sure if that's going to make a difference, but it might make a difference with me reading. Okay, here we go. I know how hard you have been trying, how much work and effort you have been summoning. Even if you judge yourself for not having done enough, I see how much struggle you have been enduring, how much you have been trying to overcome. You will succeed, you are capable, but even the earth requires retreat and rest in order to replenish and continue in time. For now, beloved, it is rest time. Be with me. Suspend your activity and your judgment and let go. Solutions may come to you too in this time, but it is a time to simply be with me. Come, let us rest together in the sweetness of divine love. This world is one that requires balance. Whilst many of us know this intuitively, to live it is another thing altogether. Many of us have been taught and still believe that effort and striving are the most valuable behaviours, and that if we are not yet successful, we just aren't trying hard enough. I'm going to have to re-say that part, I've got a tickle again. Many of us have been taught and still believe that effort and striving are the most valuable behaviours, and that if we are not yet successful, we just aren't trying hard enough. The Divine Mother appreciates hard work, especially on those things that have meaning to you, that fill you with passion, even as they perhaps demand everything from you. But while she loves that you will not hold yourself back from the task at hand, she also knows that in this world there are seasons of rest and seasons of activity, and this is a natural law of the earth. I feel here it's the season of rest for the divine feminines, and I believe it's the season of activity for the divine masculines. Okay, I think it's going to kind of swap around because the divine feminines have been busy working on themselves, and it looks like, well, the divine masculine is kind of doing that now. But we do have rest and rejuvenate, but I believe he's coming out of this and the divine feminines are kind of swapping of roles. It is in the rest that we can not only replenish ourselves, but stop thinking about our problems for a while, to perhaps gain a different perspective, and to give life a chance to continue, maybe even rendering our problems no longer problematic. It is also in rest that we can allow the Divine Mother to help us. In rest we become receptive. We need to be open in order for her wisdom and light to permeate our body and mind, to infuse within us her guidance, so that we feel it and know it. It is hard to be open if you are huddled into an exhausted ball on the floor, completely overwhelmed by stress. Or perhaps you are not so affected by stress, but have the sometimes not so useful trait of being able to simply and continuously just carry on. If you have a tendency to just keep on going, unless an injury or accident or illness slows you down, then the message of Our Lady to you at this time is to stop for a while now, before it comes to that. You may feel that you are on a roll, that you have momentum and don't want to stop. That is fine, of course, and always your choice. However, you are being given guidance here that you will not undo any good works by slowing down for a moment or two, taking a short break, or a longer one if needed. Good rest brings energy and helps us avoid pursuing a path that will perhaps not lead anywhere interesting or helpful, despite our initial enthusiasm. The Lady of Sweet Rest comes to us when we gain through stepping back, pausing, or just letting life move on around us as we slow down for a moment or two. She comes to confirm to you that rest will help your body, mind and soul. That rest can be in whatever form works for you. If you are not sure what works for you, perhaps start with some time in nature or a nap, if practical. Know that you deserve it, and if guilt or shame comes up about having a need for rest or taking that time for yourself, hand it over to the Divine Mother and allow her to help you let go in peace. If you have been praying about something happening in your life, a resolution or a manifestation, and wanting it to appear, this oracle comes with the guidance that all creation happens in time. Even in the stillness of winter, when the earth is resting, there is much invisible preparation happening for the flowering and buzz of activity as new life emerges in the spring. So do not lose hope, just have patience and know that all things come in time. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Guys, I thought that was an awesome midweek check-in. Okay, have yourself a fantastic day, and I will catch up with you soon. Bye for now.